right, welcome everybody to the 13th game of the season for the Goffstown girls varsity soccer team. Today's match is against the Portsmouth Clippers. My name is Tom Lazat. I'm here with Joe McGrail and Keith Lavalier. We are at Portsmouth High. The Goffstown Grizzlies wearing their white away jerseys, and the Portsmouth Clippers in their maroon home jerseys. So another team that has pretty much identical colors to Goffstown. We are here on a fall evening. We had a shower pass through. I think it's supposed to be dry the rest of the night. It's cooler in the 50s. I think probably getting down to 50-ish. So we've got the opening whistle here just moments away. The Grizzlies come into today's game having won their last game, which was Friday of last week, by a score of 2-0, defeating the Dover Green Wave at home. So their record now stands at 6-5-1, but Grizzlies are going to need their A game tonight against a formidable opponent in the Clippers, who entered today's contest with a record of 10-2, and they are perennial favors for the title. So here's a quick build-out from the back for Portsmouth. They are a disciplined team, and we will see them, I think, controlling the ball a fair amount and having some organized attacks. So quick throw in. I'm trying to get it back to Brooke, but the Clippers are going to take over here. They're going to bounce that into the penalty area, and Shannon's going to scoop that up. First punt of the night, a little short for Shannon's usually near the center circle. Good effort in the middle there. That's a through ball. Yeah, can McKenna get to that? She's going to get over there, and she's going to have a shot. Oh, and the goalie makes a diving save.
And that ball stayed inbounds.
Oh, wow. So right off the bat, the Grizzlies putting on some pressure. It wasn't built up, but it developed quickly, that's for sure.
Oh, they're calling a corner kick.
Oh, it did go out. Excellent.
So there's a white football line that is behind the yellow line.
Okay. All right. Good to note.
Yeah.
All right. So here comes the kick. Cat's going to send that in. It's going to go a little long, but toward the far. Oh, and McKenna almost was able to redirect that right down into the mouth of the goal. So good look by Goffstown right out of the gate, but here comes Portsmouth with a quick throw in. So I think this could be one of those games where both teams have the ability to kind of build up play, but out of the gate here, the action is fast and furious. So last year, the Clippers, finished the regular season 15-1, and trying to clear it here, and Portsmouth keeping it in. So they scored 48 goals last year and only allowed 4 the entire season. They had a bye in the first round. So they managed to make their way to the semifinals. Nice through ball by Avery, and a nice touch there. Oh, and Elle's trying to keep it moving forward. So Portsmouth had their championship hopes dashed by Bedford. Oh, and there's a ball. I thought that was going to get over the top, Joe. So good line by the Clippers. So their only defeat last season for the Clippers was against Bedford. And Bedford also beat them in the playoffs in the semifinals. So Portsmouth was denied a trip to the finals. That ball's going to get through, but Bridget's going to be able to collect this. Send it forward. A little bit contested there. Good outlet pass by Ava. Yeah, good long pass. Autumn trying to connect with McKenna, but McKenna had curled to the outside there. Brooks sending it forward to McKenna. And she's able to keep it in. Oh, and there's a bump and a foul. Ari bouncing right back up. Waiting for some numbers to develop, and she's going to be part of that group as she sprints forward here. Bridget taking the free kick, and that's going to get
a good free kick.
Go over.
Anybody can touch it. No.
The goalie was anticipating that nicely and was near the top of the 18-yard box to collect that. Good idea. Good send back from Ava, and we have a foul. Looks like it's going to be against the Grizzlies.
Must be an offsides call.
or an offsides. Why did I assume foul? Our girls actually don't get fouled that
Not
often,
usually.
but I didn't see the offsides. But
Hand up in the air, no placement of the ball in the field, so it's got to be an offsides call.
yeah, definitely. Good call, Joe. So we played the Clippers in our 13th game last year as well, and the Clippers beat us by a score of 3-1. However, stop me if you've seen this movie before already. The game was still tied, if you remember, Joe, 1-1 with less than 5 minutes to play. And the Clippers really just pulled out all the stops at the end. Yep, and they were able to pull out a victory. So they earned the victory. I'm not taking anything away from that. But, again, it's one of those games where the score didn't tell the whole story because it was a very competitive game. So, obviously, Goffstown looking to do that again tonight. So the Clippers, here we go, looking for a cross here, I'm going to guess. Nope, they're going to try to get it through. Good job by Adri to block that. It's going to ricochet back to Bridget. Bridget's going to send that up.
Good job switching the field.
Yeah, good job. So we're breaking their press pretty well right now. Oh, and that ball's not going to be able to connect to McKenna. So it looks like they're going to play this all the way back again. This is a team that's content to do that, although they're going to boom it forward. And Autumn's able to get a touch on it, so we're going to get possession for the moment. Good pass. Yeah, and Avery kind of fires it into the middle of the defensive line there. And just like that, here comes Portsmouth. So I think we're going to see some quick counters by both teams tonight. So through ball. What's Adri going to be able to do? Oh, Adri had it there, but we're going to call that. I don't know what that call is.
It must be a foul.
It must have been a foul, yeah, maybe as a player lunged to get that ball from where Adri had tackled it. I don't know, maybe because we're on the rooftop and it's dark and there's a little bit of mist in the air, but I'm not seeing all these calls. Oh, and there's a ball through, but a little too much weight on it. McKenna did not have a chance to catch up to that.
So the first few minutes here, it's pretty even of both teams passing the feet, both teams being able to make their connections and then also clog each other's lanes. It's been a game in between the 18 so far.
Yeah, I mean, the Clippers' record is certainly, another good through ball, a little too far. But, a bobble there. McKenna's right behind it.
Yeah. So
the record's obviously, in the favor of Portsmouth this year and last year. Goffstown certainly improved. Oh, and that ball gets by Bridget. Yep, and luckily the line's
number
able
3
to collapse.
Wide open.
Yep, because Adri came over to try to assist. So good job blocking it, but we're going to give up a corner. Not much you can do there. So that's all it took was a little breakdown, and they were full speed ahead.
Quick to jump on it, yes.
Yeah, full speed ahead.
You'd kind of expect it. Like setting up for a short kick here, it looks like. Or the potential.
Or the option, yep, for sure. Yeah. And there it is, Joe, right on cue. So they're going to send that back, but they're going to miss on the connect. So we got to pull forward here and get them off sides or get them out of their super comfortable spots in the box. There's a block by Brooke. It's going to bounce into Shannon's arms and diffuse that threat for the moment.
So back to that previous play, you'd expect that a team 10-2 made it pretty far and had a great record last year, that any type of small mistakes, they're going to be able to jump on it quickly and capitalize on it. So we're going to make sure that we're doing that on our end as well.
Yeah, Portsmouth, I think, lost 4 starters, 2 center mids and 2 defenders, but they have one of the better, if not the best, goalkeeper in D1, arguably one of the best attackers, and they also have a really good center mid coming back. So they may have lost a bit in depth, they've maintained in kind of consistently strong positioning across the pitch here.
Just that small hesitation right there from us is, that Portsmouth is going in full speed.
Yeah.
Big switch here for Portsmouth.
Oh, it is.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5.
5.
Yeah,
5 or 6. I don't know.
Maybe even
There's
6.
maroon jerseys all over the field right
Yeah.
now, running back and forth.
The player that was going to throw it in did a quick switch on the sidelines.
Yeah.
Switch that as well. So
You don't see a lot of big switches like that.
no.
See if it changes the tone or the pace of the game in any way.
Sign of
Good
really
turn by
deep
Elle.
bench.
She's going to go up here. She's got McKenna with her arm out.
Cat needs to go in and fill
Yeah,
in.
and McKenna's going to try to fight through that. Yeah, we need to block this in here. Good step by Avery. And
Big touch.
yep, big touch there. So it's going to get by us, and Portsmouth looking to reshape here on the counter attack. They've got us running backwards here, and again, good attacker there.
Makes it through.
Yeah,
We got
makes it
17
through,
on the
yep.
far side.
Oh, and that was a blast across. So I think that's the attacker I just
And
mentioned.
it looks
one
like
of the
it might
best
have gone
ones
off of
in
Shannon's
D1.
hands because they're calling a corner kick. She must have just got a fingertip on it.
So the Clippers have scored 34 goals so far this season. We've scored 40. But again, numbers don't tell the whole story because ours have come in spurts. So here's the kick. It's going to go across. Oh, and it's going to bounce all the way across. I don't think anyone touched it, so that should be a deep throw.
Really deep throw.
Really deep. Yeah. We're going to be starting at the pin. So let's run up the field a little bit here. Good throw. Finds Autumn. Autumn battling with it. Or for it.
Oh, they're able
And
to
it
cross
comes
it
down. Yeah. Oh, and here comes a shot from afar. Oh, and it gets bounced off. Oh, no, and here comes a good recovery by Adri to block that. It's going to result in another corner, but there was that crazy ball, Joe.
There it was. It
I think
doesn't
that's their
take much.
style. Get it in and just wreak havoc.
Well, once you get it into that 6 box, that's the
So
definition.
we saw a short kick last time. Let's see if they try that again. What they did is they kicked it and then peeled back, but this is going to go toward the top of the box. It's going to get bounced around. Looked like Elle got a foot on it, her right foot, or left foot rather. Oh, big touch there. Cat trying to collect it. So, again, they're converging, and they just steal the ball away. We've got to be very quick, Joe, is what you talked about before. Oh, my goodness.
Oh.
And there's a attempted block by Bridget, and it's going to bounce, unluckily.
Goal scorer, number 12, Annie Parker.
And number 12 is the attacker we were mentioning before. So, unfortunate own goal. We've not had many of those this
That may
year.
be just the second one, I think, for the entire season so far.
Yeah, second or third. I was going to say the Clippers have only given up 6 goals this year, but they've been in 6 different games. So they've given up goals to 6 different teams, but never more than 1 goal in any game. Last year they only allowed 4 goals the entire year. So relatively they're not quite on pace. So we're going to have a deep throw in by the Clippers. Let's see if we can quickly get some pressure turned back to the other side of the field here.
Yeah, hopefully Goffstown can take this to.
Yeah, there's a good sweep across, and that ball's going to go through, but no one was there, so I think Avery was expecting someone to zig when maybe they zagged. But it did get through the back line. Big kick. Portsmouth gets the first touch, but we're going to be able to bring this down. And Autumn getting it forward. Yep. So McKenna's there, and the defense trying to send it down. They do. Brooke's able to get that, keep it forward. So
Good
maybe
job
we
by
can
Brooke
get
to keep
something
that
here.
up there. Autumn tried to put it up in the middle to Elle.
Yeah, and there's a switch, but we're ready for it. So,
Big touch.
Yep, and Portsmouth is right there. So here comes number 12. And, Joe, we said this before. She's one of the better strikers in the division. And that was a blast from the corner of the penalty area.
Missing just by just a little bit.
Yeah, a few feet lower and to her left would have been absolute top corner there. Here's a a short send out. We're going to build this out from the back. Portsmouth finding ways through our defense in our midfield, but the shot's going to go far to the left of the goal.
Yeah, she cleanly made it by 3 players there.
She did, yeah. So they've got some dangerous threats up top here, and they're using them. So I think the key to the game will be connecting from the midfield, transitioning to the attacking third with some kind of shape and some kind of momentum. I think we've probably been able to say that for a bunch of games, but the opportunities we've had tonight have been kind of on almost like a counter type approach. So here comes Bridget. She's looking for some options. Yep. And good job by Elle to maintain possession, waiting for some numbers
Her
to
defender
fall
came
forward.
off her. She was able to get a clean turn.
Yeah, so McKenna's able to move this up the line here, and that's going to get sent out of bounds by Portsmouth. So sent right back to Elle. Elle's going to set this back up to Adri. And there's Ari with a touch. Ball hasn't found Ari's feet a whole lot so far this game. That's usually not a good thing for us. Means we haven't been getting the ball up where we want it to. So we're about 15 minutes into the first half here, just under the 25-minute mark. Oh, good flick. Elle is there to collect it. She sees Ari. Can Ari make the turn? She's going to go wide.
Yep. There she goes.
The defender was tracking that the whole way, but Ari did a good job keeping it away. And that ball is out of play. So, again, quick throw-ins. Bridget's going to send that back. It's going to go over the defender. Can we do something here?
See if Elle can get through.
And I thought I heard a whistle. I didn't. So Goffstown's trying to keep that press forward. So Portsmouth keeping a 4-back. So we're gonna good block. And we've got a wide open winger, but Portsmouth wasn't able to make that connection.
Another big switch by Portsmouth here, and we're going to do our first switch here. We got Kat, Autumn, and Avery coming off with Rose and Grace and Ayla coming in.
Need one more.
3 and 3, no?
Oh, I thought 4 were coming off. I thought Autumn, Avery, Kat.
And that's it, I think.
And that's it.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, I guess that math does
McKenna looked like she was. I think
maybe that's what it is. Yeah.
But she
that could have been it. Sure. Appreciate the.
I'm trying to help you out, buddy.
The out there, Joe. And here we go, trying to make the corner. That ball's going to get inside. Yep. But good job by Shannon to hold her line, hold her ground, and get that ball batted down and back up into her arms quickly. And here comes the punt. It's going to go right into the center circle. Elle bringing it down. So here comes Ayla looking to dump it through to McKenna, and McKenna might have the angle there.
She has a touch on it now.
She does. Yeah, no,
it should be a Goffstown ball.
Yeah, the defender just put that out of play. Oh, and that ball is going to bounce. Oh, boy, that was spinning slowly.
Yeah. So I'm seeing a little bit of hesitation on the ball with Goffstown, and I think Portsmouth is jumping in a little faster, especially on some of the give and goes. Or even, Elle, for instance, was bringing that ball back just a few feet, and we had some of our midfielders and our wingers kind of holding still, trying to figure out where she's going instead of anticipating and getting up high.
Yeah. Good step there by McKenna. And that ball's going to get through. It's going to get played back, so, pressure that. And it keeps the defender, that back line back a little deeper than they'd probably want in those situations. So according to an early season article, the coach indicated that the Clippers despite their 15-1 record last year, of course, teams are always looking to improve, especially the best teams. They were looking to really focus on getting better when the balls are in the air, keeping crisp passing.
Here's the anticipation here
Yep.
that I'm talking about. We need 3 or 4 flooding ups and making opportunities up high.
Good step there. Yeah, and we've seen that, Joe, when we've been under pressure for a little bit. It delays our counter movement.
Yep.
But here we go. There's a ball
There's
through. Yeah. Oh, and it's
Grace
kept
is
in.
Rose is able to get it and take
Yeah.
a shot.
Oh,
and that ball's on the ground.
Here it is.
Am I going to be able to finish
It's
it?
going to go in. It's
Oh.
in. It's got to be in.
I think it went off of McKenna as she was laying down.
That's no goal? There's not a handball even?
No.
With everyone on the ground
I heard
like
there's
that?
2 players on the ground. Ayla went to shoot, and I think it went off of McKenna
Oh,
as
my
she was laying
goodness.
on
And
the
that
goal
ball's gonna
line.
go over, and we got to shake that off quickly because Portsmouth is looking to come right back. That was unbelievable, Joe. I thought for sure that got in somehow, or, you get bodies laying on the ground, and, it hit someone's arm or something. Not even a PK out of it. Well, there's no moral victories, but hopefully Goffstown takes some pride in that effort and gets it going again here. But, oh, my goodness. I'd love to see the replay on that. I mean, that's literally a goal line stand there.
Yes.
Like I said, Portsmouth has been very stingy with the goals allowed this year.
And it took a long time for the goalie to be able to get up because she went left and the ball deflected right.
Agreed.
And it had to go always across the net.
Oh, and Grace had a first touch on that. Adri's going to be able to try to send that across. Good turn by L to find Ayla. Ayla almost threaded the needle. Yeah, good idea. But look we're locking this in nicely,
We
Joe.
are. We're continuing the pressure, which is great to see.
So this is the 5-3-2 working to some measure here. And Portsmouth just looking to clear it. They're not building it out from the back right now. But here we go. Here comes a quick counter. So
Good step by Adri.
Yep, Adri timed that well.
Ayla's going to get a
Ayla's
touch on
gonna
that
have
when
a
she
touch
will.
on it. She's going to send that down the line. Now we've got to chase it. And McKenna sprinting nicely. And she's going to win the ball.
That. She's got Ayla open, but she's able to cross it in.
And the defense clearing it here. Oh,
long touch,
good first touch by Ava. And good job by Bridget to bring that down directionally.
You can see Ayla was just in stride, and Ava was just in stride and just barely got a touch on that soccer ball by accident, I think, and it got away from her.
Yeah, the first touch was great, and you're right, it was that momentum. But here we go. So
pressure's still on.
McKenna with a nice turn. She's able to get that in from afar, but still. I like the pressure. Our bench standing up. Portsmouth bench standing up. So both teams really tuned into this game tonight, Joe. Adri lunging for
good step.
Yep. Good touch. Errant handball, I think, there, but no call. Adri doing a good job sending that back to Bridget. Oh, no.
Oh, no.
And Brooks is going to try to cut down the angle. And Bridget's able to tackle that away. And Brooks able to sweep it over to Adri. So can we get a counter here? Big touch, and big touches with contested passing lanes don't always end well for us. Get a whistle for some arms in the back. I don't think there's a severe push there, but when you're tall with long arms, it's hard to hide those from the ref.
Yeah, usually when there's 2 arms out, especially if the hands are planted in the back.
I think she was just saying good game, patting her on the back, but the ref didn't agree. So big send in. It's going to go right to the top of the box. Oh,
It's
that's
a
a
handball.
handball. That was a handball, and it's going
Yeah.
to get called. A rare time that we can say during a broadcast that a handball gets called.
Appropriately so, because look at the position of that ball, the handball was.
Oh, it was a line drive kind of rocket. I don't know who that went off of, but it's going out of play. So it went off Portsmouth. It's our ball.
Avery going in.
Avery coming back in.
McKenna coming out, and Ari's switching spots.
Yeah. So Ari's going up, taking the height position here with L.
I thought someone was going to play that.
I know. The ball went out of bounds for those of you watching. And Autumn had a great – she just lifted her right leg and punched it right back in the field with no delay. And you're right. I think players are like, oh, did that even go out? Good reflexes. And there's a good cross. And doing a good job coming back for it is Rose. Again, they're really trying to go down the flanks for the most part. They've crossed it toward the middle at times if Brooke or Adria have contained, but they're really trying to get past those flanks. Oh, and we have a slip there by Ayla on the wet turf. There's puddles here and there.
So even prior to that slip is the hesitation I was talking about. Ayla was waiting and watching Ava's.
Oh, good couple of touches here. Can we get that other touch? Oh, we can't.
Yeah, there needs to be more anticipation for this team. They're too quick to be able to sit and watch the place develop.
We're booming the ball out, and Portsmouth is willing to just boom it right back in, and here we go. Like I said, they're looking for that. Oh, no! Good touch. Good effort for maybe to come back, but we've got to push up here. Yeah.
They're able to get it right through
by.
and center it.
Good block by Bridget.
That went through 3 Goffstown players to get centered.
Yeah, we can't have any lapses. That's for sure. When we don't have lapses, we're playing pretty well here. I think overall the score, of course, is not in our favor, but we've had some good attempts at goal. We could have scored 1 or 2 goals
Ari was touching,
already.
able to keep it.
Yeah. Oh, and she's going to send that to the middle. And she's going to find Al. Al's going to
his anticipation more, Tom. We need more build-up to be able to get in there because there's not going to be lots of opportunities.
No. And I think maybe it's easy to say from up here, but when you're right at that back line facing them, a through ball with a little bit less weight could really wreak havoc on that back line and give us some chances.
For sure. They've been a little too heavy all game to just dial back a little bit, and we're going to make some really great opportunities.
Yeah, and we've gotten through the line a few times here. It's not impenetrable.
No.
I think I don't want to say we're bailing them out. They're obviously a very strong team defensively, but we're not making their job harder if we're not patient. So blocked by Brooke, looking around. Here it comes down. Oh, no, and it goes right to the middle. And that ball's going to be a corner. No, they're going to call it a goal kick. I thought that went off of Brooke or Bridget. So a short kick. Bridget's going to send that out, and Ari's trying to track it down. And that's going to be a shot from afar. We'll take those low percentage shots at this point in the game. No shot, of course, is our goal. But
there's been a lot of hard shots, but they haven't been I can only remember Shannon only grabbing 2 or 3 of them out of probably the 10 or 12 that have been taken.
Yeah,
everything's gone real wide and wild.
Yeah, a couple of blasts. And even the goal they scored wasn't on frame.
No, not at all.
It was on Bridget, and unfortunately took an unlucky bounce. So here comes Al.
Here's the anticipation here again, Tom. It's got to happen faster.
Yeah, we've got to be on the move. We've got to be where where the ball's going to be, not where we want to be when we receive the ball. Oh, good cut by Grace. Yeah, she's going to cut that back. And again, there's a ball. That's a little lighter, but the goalie's going to have to come out and kick it, which he does. Good kick, by the way. Switching the field. Good takedown out of the air. Again, one of the things that they seem to be working on. Oh, and that was a
good step by Avery.
Yeah, so now we've got to keep that pressure up, though. Yeah, can Ava keep that in front of her? Here comes Bridget. So again, to your point earlier, Joe, that ball from that Bridget was just clearing almost came back because Portsmouth is all over it. Just that split second quicker. You know, we're making some good passes here, but we're losing our shape or our composure or our patience a little bit as we get into the attacking third. It's like we get there. It's like an NFL team, you know. It's like all right, we're in the red zone.
The old red zone,
but that's not the goal, to get in the red zone. The goal is to score, and that's a long, slow roller. It's going to go across. Shannon's going to watch it go out past the back line. I'm not saying that's the case, but, you know, you see that teams get to a certain point, and they're like, okay, we've, you know, now what? You got to have that finishing mentality tonight against a team like this.
Yeah, and that's only going to really happen with numbers, right? So you need to get them up and in.
All right, so this ball's coming out the way we want, direction we want it.
So
and Ayla's
Portsmouth gives you a lot of space in the back. They're not a very tight line.
Right.
And so we need to start absorbing some of that space.
Yep, take your space. That's the name of the game, right? On offense, you want to create that space. In defense, you want to take it away. And you're right. They're not taking all of it away at the moment. And boy, I was going to say about Ayla, how many times have we seen that? Just her sheer speed, able to kind of like stuff that ball back upfield.
Long touch, get gobbled up quickly.
Oh, and there we go. We've seen this before. We're going to try to contain. But good for us to stay with it because there you go, Joe. You know, one mistouch by them, and we're able to capitalize and repossess it here. So, and here we go.
Here we go. See,
we've got 3 on 3
right
now.
Our middle needs to fill in now so that it doesn't have to pause for so long here.
But we had 3. Oh, and that ball's not going to get. That's not going to go wide enough. Yeah, we had 3 on 3 for a few tantalizing seconds. Oh, and a nice ball through. And defense is able to keep that from becoming a corner. We closing in on 8 minutes left in the first half here. It's been a lot of action, gone by quickly. Oh, that ball's going to get left for Grace, unable to come down with it cleanly. Oh, but good job tackling it away. Good open field tackle, recovering.
The old hockey back check.
Avery trying to get that over. Just didn't get enough on it. She was a little off balance. But we were able to keep it forward. Can we rush that? Elle's tracking down the ball. Defender able to meg her, but we're right there. Rose trying to send that into Ari.
Here's our continued pressure.
Yeah.
We still need to come up higher. We're +3. We're +3 in the back, +4 in the back.
We've got to lock this in. Oh, my gosh. And this
what a long send.
That was a long send, but for a second there, I'm like, I've seen crazier things happen. So
it's another big switch for Portsmouth.
Yeah, we get 2 for the
2
Grizzlies.
for Goffstown. McKenna and Kat and Ayla, and need another one here. Oh, Ella's coming off.
So lots of subs here in the first half by both teams. 7 minutes left. So here comes a goal kick, and it's going to go to the goalie's left. Up and.
Oh, now we're 3 on 1. Right? 3 on 2.
Yep. So it looks.
Brooke is trying to get the third in there.
Yeah. and she takes a spill on that tackle. Wow. Glad she bounced up quickly.
Yeah.
Good recovery, but
There's Brooke keeping it exciting back there again. Game after game. The long send on goal.
that was on frame, I think. Yeah.
Yes.
Nice high punt. McKenna able to bring it down. Oh, Avery misfiring. But it's going to come back here, and Shannon's able to scoop that up. So we haven't seen any short build-outs yet. Seen punts just like this. That one's going to go a little further than last time.
And a long touch.
Yeah, you know, the first touch isn't always beneficial to it. Oh, we got to step on that. Oh, my goodness.
They got quite a talented front line to be able to dribble through.
Yeah.
I've seen it a number of times here so far, and it looks like we have a back and forth offsides call on Portsmouth. So I come way back where Bridget is.
Yeah, I missed that, Joe. I was adjusting my headset. So there's a good through ball. Oh, but boy, they have a good, solid defensive line, but all it's going to take is one of those through. Oh, big touch. How many times do we say that? Again, I was saying before, too, that first touch isn't always beneficial. You know, balls come out of the air. But here comes a build-out. Brooke's going to send that back to where it came and keep going that way, and we're going to come forward here, but we're not going to be able to clear it entirely. Good tackle by Adri. She's going to get back up and recover here. And another good tackle, but that is going to be a corner kick. So Portsmouth generating pressure and resulting in favorable outcomes so far.
So, yeah, when Portsmouth gets that ball up to their front line, there's three of them in front, and the two just turn on the jets immediately with the anticipation of this ball's going to start going.
So here comes a kick. It's going to go right to the top of the box. It's going to get bounced around.
Adria would clear it.
Yeah, and Ari's going to send that out of play here. Oh, good job by Ari to take that down, but Portsmouth was all over it. So Brooke battling here, getting kind of pushed around a little bit, but no call, and it's going to be a throw-in. We get one sub. I don't think we've seen this from either team tonight so far, a sole substitution.
It's going to be on the throwing player, so there'll be a couple of seconds here to switch that one out.
So under 3.5 minutes left in the first half.
About 30 seconds off from the goal time.
And that's why I'm trying to clear that. We've got to come forward here. When that ball comes out, we've got to come forward.
Oh, it makes it 2 to.
No.
That's going to be a second shot.
Yeah. Oh, good
Shannon
job.
able to track that.
Yeah. Brooke got her body in there, and the kick wasn't, I don't think, as ferocious as that player was looking for.
I almost think I saw the sigh of relief on Shannon's face when she went down and rolled on her back for a second and said.
Yeah, and that ball didn't. That ball came in slower than she was thinking.
I'll take that. I'll take that. Thank you.
That ends well, I guess, in this case. So Brooke doing her best to bounce this forward a couple times, but Portsmouth is sending it back rather quickly. Ari will slide tackle. You have to do anything to keep possession here. And
it's going against Goffstown.
I'm not sure if the call.
I don't know.
The call couldn't have been on that slide, I don't think.
It was right in front of the ref, so he saw something. I don't know.
Well, Ari came up with the ball after that, so there's no advantage for Portsmouth.
Yeah.
It must have been something else after that. I don't know. Or it's a little cooler tonight. Maybe the whistle was stuck for a moment.
Maybe Ari used the other player for some assistance to get up or something. I don't know.
Well, either way, here we go again. Good job by Ava to try to keep that forward using her height. And here we go. We're standing, Joe, all of a sudden.
Yes.
We are Oh,
Whoa.
good recovery by Shannon to smother that and cover it. So we're on the ref's watch here in the under 2 minutes. I don't think the half could come at a better time right now. I think we'll benefit from a few minutes of resetting here and just saying, hey, let's get back to.
We got to get to that.
Yeah.
We got to get through the 2 minutes first here because Portsmouth is still on.
And here comes the commentator,
putting
Curse.
the pressure on.
Yep. With a.
That is going to be a foul in the box.
Oh, no. This is the first penalty kick I think we've given up all year.
Shoulder to shoulder. She did get her foot down and trip her up.
Yeah, the contact seemed to be outside the box initially. But here we go. Unfortunate, and I'm going to stay quiet the rest of the game because I was hoping we'd go into the half here.
I think coach is arguing that the initial contact was out, and then there's maybe a second contact.
And the ref is talking to the coach now, and we're going to have a PK here, so we're going to hope that it's an errant kick or Shannon can guess right here. It's all she can do. And it is an errant kick up and over. So that could be a blessing in disguise, that PK opportunity for Goffstown. We're going to go into the half, I hope, down by only one here, maybe even tied if something crazy happens, and, you know, feeling hopefully better about ourselves than we would have. That ball has not spent much time across midfield the last half of this first half. There's a good through ball, but it's a poke forward here. And we're just not able to keep possession, though. So we're trying to lock this in, generate a last-second opportunity here in the closing seconds of the first half. Portsmouth, that ball's going to go out of bounds, and I'm suspecting there's a whistle. Yep. So with that, we end the half on a very exciting note, if you can call it that, and we will see you at the start of the second half. All right, welcome back to the second half of the Goffstown Grizzlies girls varsity soccer game against the Clippers of Portsmouth. We are in Portsmouth on a chilly but dry night. Had a shower earlier, but not anticipated to have any more rain. It is a Tuesday night, October 10th. The Grizzlies start the second half down by a score of 0-1. They've had a couple of good opportunities, including a literal goal line stand, and that's been about it. Not able to turn any of that into a score, and the Portsmouth Clippers actually had a PK, which I think is the first PK against us all year, right at the end of the second half, but it was missed. So the score remains 1-0, and that ball is out of bounds.
First PK
Yeah,
on us.
so quick throw to Ari. Ari's got no one around her for about a second. And then the maroon jerseys swarmed her. So again, if you're watching on video, the maroon jerseys are the home team of the Portsmouth Clippers, who also wear maroon and white. And the Goffstown Grizzlies are in their white away jerseys.
I wonder what the final count is on how many maroon and white teams there are in D1.
There's a couple,
there's quite a few.
And maroon and gold, right, for is it BG? But we have maroon and gold and a 2 or 3 maroon and white combinations. So Goffstown trying to clear this away. Ari getting a good touch and switching it away from the side pressure here. So we've got I think the key is moving that ball forward immediately against this team. They recover into their shape nicely. But we have been able to get through. We have been able to find some space, some passing lanes. Good cut there by Ari, trying to swing it back over to Avery. But as soon as she thought it, so did the Portsmouth defender. But there we go, a long touch by the defender, and we're able to capitalize on it. Almost. Looks like that ball went across the far line.
It's a
It
handball.
looked like a handball, and it is a handball. That's 2 for tonight, 2 for Tuesday, and
It's going to be a dangerous place for that ball.
I think you're right, Joe. And
Yeah,
is
she's
that
gonna-
still Shannon in net for us?
That is still Shannon. And
Okay, I can't.
Cat's going to go back
Looking
another
into the
2
light
yards
here. Yeah. I didn't think we had a switch. There we go. Now I can see. Yep, she was kind of in the shadows a little bit. So there's a ball in. Good job by McKenna to get her tall frame over that and get a touch on it. Oh, and that ball comes down. And here comes Portsmouth, zigging and zagging it in quickly. Adri, good job swinging it wide.
Oh, and
And
Portsmouth's able to come away with
they
it.
are.
And they're going to cross it, and it's
It-
going to bobble.
Oh,
And
and
Brooks
Brooks
saves
saved
the
a goal.
But the ball is still in the box.
We've got to clear this and have that not be for naught.
Avery
Oh, my
with a
goodness.
great steal.
So we've seen
Great job by Brooke.
2 goal line stands on that goal. One sustained and one quick save there. Holy cow.
Yeah, both teams now just shading the goal line on that side.
And there's a ball down. Cannell get to it. Portsmouth is going to get there first. Oh, and make a nice turn around. Good job by Ari. He's going to get that up. And now we've got to move this up quickly, Joe.
I agree.
You know, we can't receive it and
Can't
stop and
receive
think.
and then take a look. Yeah.
Have the plan before you receive it.
Yes.
So good flick over to Autumn there.
The old sayings, have a plan.
Yeah, have a plan. And we got to get to that.
It's another way we don't have that
Oh,
time.
we're
Hopefully
getting
we can-
lucky on some of these bounces, but we're not able to capitalize. And that ball's going to get over Adri, but she's able to track it down. She gets a little more than a shoulder there, looked like, from 100 yards away. So L connecting over to Kat. Kat's going to send that in, but it's going to be ahead of any white or maroon jerseys. So the Clipper goalie will punt it back. That's going to go out of
Error
bounds.
kick. Yeah.
So I'd like to see the Grizzlies with a real sense of urgency, which we've seen them have before. But really for the rest of the game, see what happens. So here we go. Portsmouth getting it through cleanly. And that ball's going to stay in bounds. Bridget's going to run over to try to prevent a cross. And
Just squeaks out.
just squeaks out. I'm not clear what happened there. I think Brooke got a foot on it, but it went wide of the post.
Shannon looked disappointed for a second there, probably just from the errant touch at the end there, but I thought it snuck in from her reaction.
So here we go. I think the 4th corner of the game for Portsmouth. We've had 1. And this is not a short kick. It's going to go out to the top of the box. And,
off the
great
post.
save by Shannon. She got her
got her
right hand on that and bumped it up into the crossbar, and it came down, and she collected it. Well done. So we've had a couple of save goals this half. We had the missed PK at the beginning. We're keeping this a tight game.
So far, it's
All
been
we
a pretty
need is
stubborn
one
goal
score
on that
here.
side. Hopefully, we can get this other one.
After all
Working for
this, one score.
Here's a 4-person push
One
here.
score, and we're going to tie this game here.
One more touch. One more
We're going
touch.
to get a touch on this, Joe. It's going to be into the
there's the goalie's
goalie's hands. Oh, my goodness.
Good counter.
Yeah.
Come straight back. Get a shot.
So there comes the punt. Going to get flicked forward. Oh, good knee forward. We've got to chase that ball, though, Joe.
Oh, yes.
The ball's going forward, and we're all, our feet are planted. Here comes a ball over the top. What's Bridget going to
Bridget's
do
gonna
with
have
it?
some pressure
Bridget's-
behind.
Yeah, she's going to able to swing this, hopefully. And that's going to be ultimately out of play here. So Portsmouth looking to make a quick throw, but they're now deciding to send it out. Oh, no. Yep. Oh,
it's on the,
that's over.
that is over the net, isn't it?
That was a fingertip save.
Wow. Great job by Shannon.
Wow.
Because
That
that
boxing ball
errant
in the
touch
middle.
into the front
Yep.
was just saying go, go, go
Yep.
to both teams and all the spectators here. Shannon saved the day punching that up and over.
Well, we said it before. There's virtually no margin for error with this team. They are that skilled on offense. If we were a cat, we would have used up some of our 9 lives by now. Probably 4 or 5, I'd say.
Shannon did a good job punching that up and
She
over.
did,
So that
but
it
here
gets
it comes back
across
in
and
again.
through.
That's going to go well wide. Yeah, so there's an example of Portsmouth not having the patience and not having the multiple touch to get a better angle
Big
or look.
Portsmouth's change here. I
Yeah,
believe we got
5
2,
again?
4, 5 again, yeah.
Yeah, we saw that in the first half. Well, there's no moral victories, but I think we need to keep this a 1-score game. The way both sides have been making some crazy stands at the goal. But Shannon's clearly having one of her best games of the
She's having
season.
a fantastic game.
And here comes McKenna able to turn us again.
See, we need more numbers
We've
up.
got some space here. And we're going to send that from way afar. And like I said, it's almost like we get to the edge of the attacking zone. And we're like, okay, just get it in there.
Yeah, we're just kind of holding
You know,
back. And
it's
then
like our plan stops there for the moment. Oh, good
see if
quick
Elle
throw.
can play through,
Oh,
which
and
she
Elle's
does.
able to play this through. Could she get this down? Oh, and that goes off a defender. That took a little bit of a deflection, but the goalie's able to scoop that up without
Cat
too
McKenna
much
there waiting,
concern. Yep. That ball's going to go over Ava. Brooke's going to send that back to Autumn. Autumn's going to try to turn that, but it's going to go off look like the top of her foot.
Yeah, little misfire there.
Try to pick that ball out of the air. And Brooke brings it down. Autumn connects there. Oh, and Ari.
Not enough weight on that one.
No, Ari saw Avery, but not
Yeah.
the midfielder. Yep. Yep, good recovery. You're right, Keith. We are. Oh, and there's a nice touch there. Oh, we aren't able to keep the ball with us as we go move forward there as cleanly or as quickly as we wanted. All right, Joe, what's going to happen here?
Need Autumn to push up. Oh, that cat lost the ball there. It's going to get through.
Oh, and that's a bouncing ball under pressure. Good job to try. Oh, and Ava's not able to clear it past the tall midfielder. Yep.
Able
So
to get
number
through.
Number 8
Oh,
able to
they're
get
able to
there.
center
Yep.
it.
Oh, and that was a nice finish. So that was a good clean goal. They got us around. They got around our flank, and we weren't able to.
Number 12, Annie Parker.
Annie
Assist number
Parker.
8,
So
Sylvia
that's
Gallartino.
her second goal. And that was a good goal that they built up from run of play. Like I said, they got around the flank, they get that centering pass, and we weren't marked for it.
Yeah, number 12 and 8 have been right up there and able to move around players.
Yeah. And
Multiple
here we
players.
go, right on cue. Yeah. Those are two players you can't ever leave with too much space.
Right.
Or too much of a comfortable feeling that they, will turn and generate something instantly. So the Grizzlies find themselves down by a score of 2-0 now, or 0-2 from Goffstown's perspective. Again, last year they played Portsmouth, and it was a close game as well. And that ball, the goalie's not going to be able to come out for it, so they're going to kick it back. So chase that ball. A good win out of the air by Ari. And we've got to move this forward quickly. And again, it's like our plan goes to the attacking third, and then it unravels a bit. Or it's harder to execute. And, you got to give some credit to Portsmouth for sure, but we certainly have shown that we have the ability to compete with, even the top tier teams here. Clearly, Portsmouth is one of those. So here's McKenna trying to get a foot on it. It's going to come out. And who's going to get to it first? Ari. Ari sends it back. He's going to send it into the corner. And that's going to get out of bounds before we can track it down. I think we've got to, run around like our hair's on fire here and just what's not getting executed exactly as we envision, just make up for with, tenacity and not giving upness. Not that we are, but just turn it up a notch. All out. Oh, and there's a miss, but it's going to go out of bounds. That ball is skipping off the field. Oh, looks like Brooke did get a touch on it.
Yep. Just off the top of her cleats.
Yeah, not able to pick that out of the air. Again, they're able to turn very easily here.
Similar to the last play here. Hopefully we can defend it.
Brooke's able to break that up, and we're able to clear it, but it's going to go out of play right at the Portsmouth bench, who's able to send that in quickly. And, boy, that ball skips around a lot and finds Portsmouth. Oh, my
that's
goodness.
Gonna squeak through.
And that is unfortunate. So Shannon had that the whole way. That was a shot from, what would you say, about 25 yards or more? 30?
It was like at the football 20, so that's a
about
solid
15.
30 yards.
Yeah, so that's a 30-yard shot. Shannon saw it the whole way. And, the dew falling, the slippery gloves. Maybe she had so much time she might have even been looking to who to send an outlet punt to already. But regardless, off the fingertips and in the back of the net. So Shannon's got her gloved hands on her head, wishing that one came back. But again, it's been a great night overall, and you got to give it to Portsmouth. We say this all the time. You can't score if you don't shoot.
That's correct, yes.
And crazy things happen sometimes when you shoot on net. You never know. We had a shot that the Portsmouth goalie kind of gave up a rebound. We just weren't able to get to it. So we've got to turn that pressure around and get a goal, get rid of the clean sheet, and just go from there. See what happens. Get some confidence and some momentum. So there's a tackle by Ari that she's aghast that was called a foul. But I think the ref got it right.
I believe so, too. So at that last goal, Goffstown switched out. Autumn, Kat, and Avery came off with Grace Rose and Ayla going on.
Oh, good catch. Yeah, I was still looking at that ball. Oh, and there's a kick out by Shannon, and here it's going to come right back in. Again, here's that crazy ball you talk about, Joe. They're trying to generate more of it. And this game suddenly seems well in control of the Clippers. But there's a lot of time left.
There's still a lot of soccer left here.
Quick throw, and that throw is going to find a Portsmouth foot first. Oh, good step by Brooke to get that out. She's going to find Avery, or Elle rather, and Elle's got a nice weighted ball, And are we
Ayla's got some
Ayla-
green, and she's
Oh.
looking to get it to
Yeah.
Rose, but
Again, great build up there. And we're just not able to come away with a chance being generated from the effort. So we're going to come back for that. We're going to have a chance to keep it in. And that's going to get over some defenders. This could be trouble if we can keep it locked in. And there it is. Oh, we're just not able to keep it locked in.
Yeah, I thought that touch was going to be able to keep it in, but
good ball over there. Rose is going to get to it. So here we go. Here's
Grace
a
is gonna
chance.
take a shot.
Yeah, from afar. Not a high percentage, but
I know that ended up in a shot, but I think we're still turning in too quick here into the middle where Portsmouth is clogging us up.
Yep. Oh, good win by Brooke. She's going to bring that down to Grace. Adri's going to send that booming forward right into the teeth of the line there.
Right, put Rose in the corner right here. Oh. And
so great
that's
tackle,
a good tackle
by Ari. And this ball's going to get it's going to come up.
Too much weight on it, just a little bit too much.
Yeah. And
good job by Goffstown to stick with it and play through on that. And
boy, if that ball had been bobbled at all by the goalie, I think we would have had a chance. So that's all it takes. So here's another five-player substitution.
Switch. Yeah, Portsmouth has shown a deep bench. They move in 5 and they keep the same look and the same feel out there.
Yeah.
When they put the 5 in. It's probably the intent of their switch because they have the ability to do so.
And you have kind of a built-in consistency too.
Right.
Right. There's a reason you don't see many subs at the pro level. Not the least of which is you're only allowed a few, but the rhythm of the game can be affected greatly.
Goffstown putting together a few passes here.
Yep. Oh, and it gets tackled away here. And here comes a push forward. And they get some speed. Yeah, is Brooke going to try to make a tackle here? Good job by Rose to stay with it. And it's going to get dumped off.
Number 18.
And that ball's going to get kind of slowly bounced in. So not the chance that they would have wanted, I'm sure, but it takes concentration and consistent play to nullify their pushes forward, it seems here. Again, lots of space. Trying to flick that forward. I think I heard it touch a cleat. So if that goes, it's not going to go out of. We've got to chase that down. That goalie can't even pick it up. Regardless, she was so far out of the box.
Gets by Ari.
Does. Oh, good job by Ava to keep that down. Yep.
Long touch. Rose is able to keep it.
Yeah. Looking for an outlet. Oh, and she does.
Finds Grace in the middle.
Oh, and
on a defender is locked in with L, so able to move.
Yeah. Oh, and that ball is cleared, but Ari looking, and here we go. We're going to have a counter. And Brooks sends it down, but it goes in Portsmouth's favor here. So good job to get over there, and that ball should be a goal kick. I think Brooke was winding up for a tackle there, if I'm not mistaken. And maybe the girl was thinking of other tackles than Ari's most recent one, but that was kind of an interesting spot to take a shot from. So we're finding feet, but not always the feet we want. Shannon's going to come over, scoop that up. We're just under 20 minutes here, so we've got half of the second half left. Portsmouth has scored 2 goals this half to increase their lead to 3-0. Nothing saying we can't score a few quick goals. We've seen it happen.
Here, see if she can
and
keep
Elle
it.
does have a good turn, even if she draws a foul or something here. We've got to get the ball inside the box and make our own luck and make our own chances. So as a send in, it's going to go wide, and here comes a Portsmouth goal kick.
Get high and into the quote unquote red zone, and you gotta continue with the possession.
Yeah, I don't think we've seen one cross today, Joe. Sorry to interrupt.
No,
I don't know if that's where you were going.
Yeah, that's what I'm saying. Is we're right on line here where you get it in, you dribble, and you go your crosses, and that's what.
Right. And it's not because there's no one to cross to. We just haven't been in a position to really cross it in.
Right. We're getting impatient as soon as we get to the top of the 18.
Yeah. Getting it. Oh, good poke there by Rose. Good job keeping it forward. And that's going to go out, so that's going to be a white throw. No, I take that back. It's not going to be a white throw. And that ball's going to go down the line, and Brooks getting pushed here. Oh, arms in the back, pushed out. No foul, though. Here comes a long throw. It's going to go into the corner. Brooks going to send that out of play again. Yeah, we've had some good ball attendance tonight. They've helped out quite a bit. Oh, and there's a block, so here we go. Ball attendants glad to help here. There's a bunch of them. Oh, that looked like almost an illegal throw there. Just turned quickly and threw that sideways.
All clogged up in this corner.
It is. Sure is, yep. Making some runs here. And we've got to poke this out.
Oh, no.
We've got to come to it.
Still going straight up in the middle, and that's going up and over.
And that's going to go in. Another 30-yard strike. Shannon tried to time that, but that was right underneath the top bar.
Clipper goal scored, number 21, Avery Timmerman.
So it's gotten a little bit more challenging here. As Portsmouth has gone up 4-0.
Yeah, on a 1-0 halftime, on a kind of on a self goal, right? So a lot of time to play some soccer and stay up with this tough team.
There
But
haven't been many games like this, Joe. We gave up 5 goals in the opener to BG. One of those was an own goal. And we gave up 3 to Hanover. But other than that, we'd only given up 16 goals in the season coming in. So we've given up 4 tonight, which is really or has been atypical. 2 on 30-yard blasts. One own goal, and then one just really nice run of play.
there's a foot race here.
So I think at this point, 16 minutes left, the Grizzlies need to find a way to have the ride home back to Goffstown, have some positive aspects to it, and let's see if they can't win the last 15 minutes of the game
See if
here.
they can break the ice here. Portsmouth is queuing up another six-man change.
They are. So if we can win the last 15 minutes here, generate some chances.
Too
And
much
there's a
weight on
ball
that.
through. Yep. But good look. The goalie.
Great look.
Goalie caught it cleanly.
Kind of calling for it. Ayla able to sneak it through and get it out. And
Yeah.
get that ball through, and just the touch too hard.
So we've got a 4-goal deficit here with 15 minutes left. Let's see if we can generate some pressure, generate a goal, and not allow any more real strong pushes. So we have a change here. It looks like Cheyenne and Mia are coming in.
For Brooke and Adri.
Brooke and Adri are going to come out. So here we go. There's an opportunity for a cross. It's going to be a high shot. It's going to go over. So we've had a few shots, but really, except for that goal line stand, nothing that was what you'd call high percentage.
Good step by Rose.
Yep, good step. She's going to fire that in.
Great hard shot.
Again, all coming from outside the box.
Outside the box, had L running in.
So let's see if we can't get one, wipe away the clean sheet.
As you always say, Tom, you can't score if you don't shoot, so.
Yeah.
Glad to see it's on frame and hard shots.
Like I said, it would be good. Oh, my gosh. No, and there's a miss here. And there's a shot and a save. It's going to result in a corner. So, again, winning the last 15 minutes means stopping the bleeding here.
Setting up for another short kick. We've seen a good variety of corner kicks from Portsmouth.
Well, they've had enough of
quite
them.
the opportunities.
Yeah, they've been able to kind of empty out their playbook. I
great
think.
One, great.
Oh my gosh!
Distance and everything on it. That was a well set up kick.
It was, and it was sitting there for a long time. Here
It
comes
was.
Elle with a head of steam, and she's got a lot of green in front of her.
We need Gostown to kind of step up and fill in.
Yeah, and she's going to dump that off the side, but Portsmouth has had those lanes clogged all night, and the Clippers do it again there. There's a flick forward. Bridget able to stop it for the moment, and
getting through in a shot.
Another blast.
Ooh, what a blast that one was.
So suddenly the pressure's back.
So the back to play before, as we're pushing forward, got to go and close that back door and fill that in. You see Portsmouth doing it every single time when they're coming down on their push.
And there's a foul, I think.
I believe you're right.
And that's been called most of the time tonight. I wouldn't say every time there was a push we've had a whistle. It's been a pretty clean game by both sides, I think. A few tackles, but good clean tackles.
Subs coming in. We got Avery and Alyssa
and Peyton.
And Peyton coming in. Bridget, Ava, and Ayla.
So coach changing out pretty much the whole back line and then some. Oh, good ball into Ari. Ari's got a wall of defenders there. Good job by Mia to try to keep that forward, but she's got to get back because this counter is quick, and she was out of possession there. Oh, good
great
step.
steal by Peyton.
Yep. Well timed. And Peyton's going to have some more opportunities here because here comes Portsmouth. And that ball's going to go wide. So again, if the Grizzlies can take something away from the last 10 minutes now, give or take, something to build on because their next game is going to come quickly against a arguably tougher opponent. So they're going to have to shake this off and use something to build on for the next game because they'll be facing Timberlane at home on Thursday. And Timberlane right now is looking like a clear title contender. Not that Portsmouth isn't, but.
Did a quick reset on the clock to get us matched up with the field clock.
Oh, good job. Let's see.
We just bought
when I did the
minute and a
camera, I
half of our
never thought
time.
of that. I never remember to change the score, any of that stuff. So they've loved that blitz it down the sideline play. McKenna tumbled down.
Hit that turf
with a
kind of
little
hard.
help. Yeah, it's not like she fell on her own there. So good call. And the ref was about 5 yards away, 10 yards away. So, all right. So there's something. We're stacking up on the edge of the penalty area here.
Yeah, we're only playing.
Here comes the kick. It's going to go
back.
wide.
Oh.
Boy, that had the distance. It just was off frame. Sounds like I can hear a band playing somewhere, Joe. High school band playing in the distance. There's also mist collecting on the field. Is that just some ghostly sounds I'm hearing here in October?
A lot of things going on at Portsmouth High School tonight. Football's been going on all night behind us.
So unless something drastic changes here, the Grizzlies' record is going to go back to 500 in terms of wins or losses. They'll be 6-6-1 after this game. And again, they've got a just as tough of a matchup, albeit at home versus a road trip here. But Timberlane is going to take all of our effort and then some as well. So they're in danger of going below 500 unless they can shake this off quickly.
There'll be a lot of shaking. Good touch.
Yeah, and then it's going to send forward. We've seen a lot of balls in the penalty area, but usually in the air, kicked from outside, not carried in or crossed in or anything. And Portsmouth is maybe their first 6-player substitution. It's hard to tell. They've been doing 5 or 6.
Yeah, they're doing consistently 5 or 6.
Looks like with 7 minutes left, they're going to give their starters a rest. We've given some of our starters a rest here, but
that ball could
that ball's going to stay in, absolutely. And good hustle by McKenna to cut that over. And, wow, good job by the defender.
The defender kept up with that and got it in. And
she did.
Had her legs taken out. It's going to be a foul on the field.
Ball's going to get sent forward. Grace trying to stretch up and get that. Peyton's going to throw this in. Find Alyssa.
Off of Ayla, apparently.
So Hanover beat us 3-0 as well, shut us out. BG in our first game scored 5, so we've had more goals scored against us in that game. But we also scored a goal and didn't seem to have as much challenge. Oh, and that ball's going to skip through. The goalie's going to get over there, though, before Ayla can challenge it. So I was going to say, I think the second half in particular, I think is our most resounding kind of thumping that we've gotten. Not that we haven't been competitive and had our chance. Oh, and that ball stays in. Oh, my goodness.
Goes through. Number 12 did a great job coming back and grabbing it.
She sure did. Oh, great job by Avery to try to come back and keep that from developing further. But here we go.
Just 2 subs for Portsmouth this time.
Yeah, we're on the The game clock is stopped at 5 minutes here.
And our clock was lined up pretty well, so 4 3/4 left here.
We have a deep throw in by White. And we got football practice behind us.
Yeah, doing hills.
Doing hills, yeah. Doesn't look like the longest or steepest of hills, but they're
I bet you it feels long and
they're-
steep now
they're
for them.
full pads, and probably at the end of practice, and they'll keep doing them until it feels like Mount Everest, I'm sure. Yeah, yeah. As Keith noted, not a lot of grass on,
Not much
on the
left
hill
on
where
that.
they're running. Speaking of uphill, it quickly became an uphill battle here in the second half,
It did.
unfortunately for the Grizzlies. You could argue it should have been 2-0 at the start of the second half. But, there were some great saves. And you could also argue it could have been 1-1 at the end of the first half, too. But regardless, doesn't matter what it could have been. What it did turn into was a multi-goal deficit. And then it kind of went downhill from there. Peyton trying
That
to
ball's
contain
out
that,
of bounds.
and
There
that ball
was the
was
whistle.
out. Yep. So
3 minutes left of the game according to our clock. Oh, able to cross him, get right in.
with authority too.
Yes.
Oh,
Still can't clear it out, and we're calling.
yeah. I think Cheyenne got fouled, maybe, or was it an
Maybe.
offsides? Perhaps I don't know.
I
That it
didn't
was
see an
offsides.
offsides
Yeah,
call.
it was a foul. Cheyenne was clearing it, and maybe she
I
kind of got
almost think it was
got
a
a-
handball on Portsmouth. I
maybe.
think.
Yeah. Here's a punch forward. Do we have one more push left here? One more counter. Oh, my gosh, even
what a
the
great
bounces
bounce.
are going Portsmouth's way. Avery trying to get position, but
Still trying to figure out how that bounce happened.
16.
And that's got to be a
takes
whistle.
Avery down, but there's no whistle. I mean, it was good shoulder to shoulder there, but
She got hooked.
she got
With a
hooked.
cleat,
yeah.
yeah.
That was like a hockey takedown with a stick. Here comes firing in. That's going to go right in the middle. Ari's going to get a touch on it. McKenna's going to try to send it wide, but there's a handball, yep. So Ari made the call on the field.
1.5 mark.
There's a send in. And can we – we
Got to go
almost
to it.
had it. Yeah, we just didn't – what do we call it? Follow through or
Yeah,
play through. So here's a touch. I mean, you never know. Here's a chance. Let's end this. End this better than how it started. Oh, and Alyssa just took that off her midsection, her chest area, and the ref's going to blow the whistle and make sure she's okay. Especially on a cooler night like tonight, that's going to hurt even a little bit more.
Yeah, it looked like he might have taken the wind out of her, but
Yeah,
she seems to be doing
she's
all right.
okay, so she's going to stay in.
Glad
Good
to
to
see that.
see. Yeah. Don't want to see injuries on any night for any player, of regardless of team. Certainly not at the end of a 4-0 game. Oh, Ari's going to let that go through, and the goalie wasn't quite ready for her. She can tackle this away from the
she's able
defender,
to.
which she's able to.
Kenna's not able to just change directions and get
Defender's
back in.
there, and there's the final whistle. So Goffstown's going to
Final score, Clippers 4,
run
Grizzlies
down
0.
to
Great game. Thank you, Goffstown High School.
embrace Shannon,
Great
but
competition tonight. Have a nice night, everybody.
But that will be the final whistle and the final score, 4-0. So again, shake it off, and in a couple of days we'll be doing this all over again at home against Timberlane. So until then, thank you for watching.